Hi, I'm Shipra Malhotra joining you once again from the sidelines of the ETCISO Data Protection and Privacy Summit. Right now, I'm joined by Puneet Bhasin, who is the advocate and cyber law expert at Cyberjure Legal Consulting. Welcome, Puneet. Good to have you.
Glad to be here.
Great. One important question, when we talk of AI is how is it posing a challenge to data protection and privacy for organizations?
Well, it's a double edged sword. AI works on data that's fed into it. Whether or not there have been privacy norms adhered to it is another question. And for organizations, running multiple applications to make their job easier also means third party risk increasing to a great extent. So, until an organization is absolutely matured and capable of handling all kinds of third party risk, including that of AI service providers, because they are also third parties, how secure are they? So, a simple question I always ask is, you are hiring cybersecurity, you're deploying different applications. So, how secure is the cybersecurity company itself becomes a challenge because you are providing your data. The same comes in with AI. So, wherein you have applications running on your data from a third party, before even thinking of the price consideration, the feature consideration, the biggest consideration and risk that comes up for you is how secure is the AI service provider itself. So, these things need to be seen a lot more carefully now, considering the DPDPA Act, the level of penalties that are existing right now. So, there's no room for these small mistakes. So, it matters a lot. And this should be one of the main considerations for an organization.
How has the legal landscape kept up with it? Do you think it has been able to keep up with AI and its impact on data protection and privacy, or is there room for improvement?
Well, I don't know whether the legal landscape should fully be geared with AI. Yes, I understand with respect to contracts, with respect to certain forms of documentation, it may work. With respect to litigation, feeding in clients' data into these platforms. Also, especially when there is client attorney privilege, a lot of things become questionable. Again, AI is limited to a certain level of skill. Eventually, when it comes to, I would say, from the litigation standpoint in law, where it comes to eventually is individual skill. So let's take a simple criminal matter. Based on the skill of the lawyer, the case law is presented, the way the manner the case is presented determines the outcome to a great extent. So in case of trials, in case of appeals, so advocacy is one of the major parts of it. Drafting is a part of the advocacy. So how much AI would come into the picture, the security, especially in cases of a highly confidential nature, how much of them should be shared with a third party? So I would always say the older method is better, especially when in legal documentations we have like documents to the tune of thousands in a single set. So the risks have to be really weighed. So whether taking the physical copy, handing over the physical copy back, having access control to the physical documentation, or having AI which is kind of preparing the summaries of these cases for you, but then ensuring that the application is at least secure enough so that you are not at risk eventually, that attorney client privilege in any way is not breached, because that can cost you your license at some point.
Also, from AI, from the perspective of, let's say, has the legal landscape been able to keep up with the threats that are posed by AI to organizations?
Yes, definitely they have. So whether it may be when AI is posing a threat to an organization, see, you need to understand one thing. Many times, nowadays, when attacks on organizations take place, it is well planned attacks. So they are many times bots which are there, bots which are intelligent bots which are there, running on background applications, which, and all of that. I think the law enforcement is also catching up. I won't say 100%, but yes, the skill set is developing to be able to handle that AI based crimes that are taking place. So where a lot of them, where you have these voice modulation scams which are there, you receive a call from somebody who is like very closely related to you, the voice sample is utilized for the same to create an entire fake conversation. So yes, these scams are rising, awareness in the law enforcement for them is rising, deep fakes, all of these AI based frauds that are taking place. There is an increased you could say awareness, increased skill set development that is happening. And yes, I think over a period of time these crimes are going to continue to rise. And as individuals, our awareness about them, we won't we won't believe everything that we see, we won't believe everything that we hear. We will itself become very cautious about everything.